Investors are finally exhaling after weeks of market turbulence. The so-called Sell America trade has been put on hold, at least for now, as hopes rise for a thaw in U.S. China trade tensions. The latest spark came from reports that the Trump administration is weighing a dramatic reduction in tariffs on Chinese imports, potentially slashing them by more than half, in a bid to de-escalate the trade war that's rattled global markets. President Trump himself hinted that the eye-popping 145% tariffs on Chinese goods will come down substantially, though he emphasized they won't drop to zero. This softer tone follows weeks of aggressive rhetoric and tit-for-tat tariff hikes that pushed both economies to the brink of a de facto embargo. Wall Street wasted no time reacting. Stocks surged in early trading, buoyed by optimism that the world's two largest economies might finally be ready to talk. The Dow Jones Industrial Average closed up more than 400 points, or about 1.1%. But the rally lost some steam after Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent clarified that President Trump has not offered to cut tariffs unilaterally. Any reduction, Bessent stressed, would require a mutual agreement with Beijing. In other words, the ball is in both courts. On the other side of the Pacific, China signaled that it's open to dialogue, but not if it's forced or threatened. Chinese officials reiterated that while they oppose protectionist tariffs, they're prepared to fight to the end if the U.S. escalates further. Still, Beijing left the door to trade talks ajar, calling for negotiations based on equality and mutual respect. Meanwhile, President Trump sought to reassure markets on another front, saying he has no plans to fire Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell, despite recent public criticism of the central banker. That bit of stability, combined with hopes for a trade breakthrough, helped fuel the market's rebound. For now, investors are watching closely. The prospect of lower tariffs and renewed trade talks has injected a dose of optimism, but the path forward remains uncertain. Both Washington and Beijing appear to agree on one thing. The current standoff is unsustainable, and neither side benefits from prolonged economic warfare. Whether this opening leads to real progress, or just another round of brinkmanship, remains to be seen.